Another day, another thing to talk about Lionel Messi. The PSG ace hasn't been at the club for a year and there's constant talk about him leaving Parc des Princes. And it makes sense given his form and homesickness. But will Messi leave the club this summer? Senegal finally lifted the African Cup of Nations, and while Sadio Mane made the headlines by sleeping with the trophy, there's one player whose amazing year needs to be discussed. Eduardo Camavinga rejected a number of top European clubs to sign up with Real Madrid, but the young Frenchman is having a hard time in Spain, as evidenced by his latest performance against Granada. Erling Haaland's future is quite a big deal, as all of us know, and it appears that the player's father has already decided where his son will play next. Don't we just love it when our parents make all the decisions for us? PSG are set to take on Real Madrid in what could be a feisty Champions League round of 16 matchup, and the French giants have every reason to believe that they have the momentum with them. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan, so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they're involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. Unknown to the general public a year ago, Bamba Dieng exploded with all of his talent in front of Ligue 1 and then at the African Cup of Nations. Very good with Olympique de Marseille, the young striker was also invaluable for Senegal as Sadio Mane and company won the competition for the first time ever. This tournament was the culmination of the great work done by the late Bruno Metsu and Papa Bouba Diop, cornerstones of that amazing Senegal team that humbled France at the 2002 World Cup. In life, the unexpected can offer incredible surprises. Loaned in October 2020 by little-known Diamba FC to Marseille reserves, Bamba Dieng never thought that he would experience such a rapid rise in just over a year. Debuting for the first time in the Coupe de France against Auxerre on February 10, 2021, replacing Valère Germain, Bamba Dieng only needed 11 minutes to showcase his talent in a 2-0 victory. A precious win for the team, but even more so for the young Senegalese, who thus won the opportunity to showcase his ability once again. So it made sense that Marseille signed him permanently for only €400,000. Taking advantage of the pre-season, the departure of Dario Benedetto to Elche as well as the injury to Arkadiusz Milik, the young Senegalese was able to earn his place. Even if the idea of a loan was mentioned, he stayed with the Marseille Giants, building on his versatility, which allows him to assert his percussion and acceleration capacities both in the axis and in the corridor. Jorge Sampaoli has found a great way to use him. With a strong personality on the pitch, Bamba Dieng is not afraid to try his luck, and against Monaco on September 11th, he was a beast. Scoring a double in a brilliant 2-0 victory, the youngster confirmed all the potential we'd only seen glimpses of until then. And after proving himself to be more than just a handful, the youngster went on duty for Senegal and shone throughout the tournament. So much so that even Sadio Mane couldn't resist heaping praise on a player who's got a bright future ahead of him. Going from a reserve to the top of African football within a year, Bamba Dieng is living the dream, and we hope that it carries on for many years. Real Madrid registered a much-needed win against Granada. Without shining, and even suffering a little, the current league leaders overcame the Andalusians thanks to a goal from Marco Asensio in the second half. 3 points that allow Carlo Ancelotti's troops to take the lead in La Liga, taking advantage of Sevilla's draw against Osasuna to open a 6-point lead in the standings. But all is not rosy. Indeed, even if Asensio still has given them 3 crucial points and continues little by little to get everyone back in their pocket, this is not the case for all the players in the squad. On Monday morning, there are 2 players who were singled out and criticised, Rodrigo and Eduardo Camavinga. The Frenchman had even been replaced at half-time by Ancelotti. Marca thus speaks of missed opportunity for the former Rennes man, who had an erratic first period on his part. The newspaper points out that the entry of Fede Valverde in his place completely revived Madrid. The Daily AS, which gives him the worst rating in the team, claims that the player is not ready to play in a role in front of defence. Camavinga cannot play in a number 5 role, according to Cadena Ser. Clearly, for the Spanish press, Camavinga missed a great opportunity to show himself, even though he's not a defensive midfielder, and this role of replacing Casemiro therefore did not necessarily do him any favours. But after this match, it's hard to imagine Ancelotti trusting him again anytime soon. Are we looking at the future great striker of the decade? It is, in any case, a very probable hypothesis given his level of performance and his crazy talent. Already among the best strikers on the planet at the age of only 21, Erling Haaland will probably continue to explode the counters for many years to come, and inevitably, the best European clubs want him to do it by donning their tunic. We know that Real Madrid have got the hots for him, but there's also the Mbappe case to settle. While according to our information, PSG have made it their priority to replace the Frenchman if he leaves. Anyway, the latest information released by AS and journalist Edu Cornago is quite positive for the La Liga leaders. Thus, the player's father, very involved in his son's career and who works hand in hand with Mino Raiola, already has a very clear plan that he expects to go through. Real Madrid. Erling Haaland has studied all the parameters and details to be taken into account as much as possible. The climate of the Spanish city, the district where his son will live, the level of the staff at Real Madrid, among other things. He also watches all the matches of Carlo Ancelotti's team to study the system put in place by the Italian coach and understand its workings in order to facilitate his son's adaptation in the team. Information which therefore clearly indicates that the Haaland clan has made its choice for the future of the Norwegian cyborg. Did anybody ask Erling what he wants? After a 5-1 thumping of Lille, PSG have regained offensive momentum. Messi and Mbappe both scored, which is great, and is something that was needed ahead of the game against Real Madrid. The scoreline is probably a bit flattering. Ivo Grbić was guilty for the first 2 goals, and Sven Botman responsible for the third. But the collective performance of the runaway league leaders made the difference. With a Lionel Messi in great spirits and Kylian Mbappe trying to cover every blade of grass, PSG are in no mood to fall on their backs in Europe. It was a good time and a good game. I am happy with the performance. I congratulated the players. There were a lot of positive things, good combinations. I'm happy because the team was compact with tight lines, which allows us to perform better. It's a starting point. If we do things like today, Sunday, smiled Pochettino at a press conference, even daring to say that it was one of his team's best performances. Indeed, the attitude was perfect throughout the 90 minutes, and this PSG team did look like it was greater than the sum of its parts, with players fighting for one another. It was a good performance, and definitely gives the Ligue 1 giants every reason to believe as they prepare to take on Real Madrid. While the future of Lionel Messi at PSG is at the centre of questions, important clarifications have been made on the subject. During the last summer transfer window, PSG struck a major blow by signing Lionel Messi for free. However, today, this is far from a move that could have paid off, since the Argentinian is in great difficulty at the capital club. What also arouses some doubts about the future of Messi is that, though he has signed a contract until 2023, with another year as an option, a departure in the summer can't be ruled out. A year after his arrival at Paris, will Messi really pack his bags and jump ship? According to the Spanish press, the player has one wish. He wants to remain competitive at least until the 2022 World Cup. It is only after the tournament ends that Messi will seriously start thinking about his future. Moreover, the Emir of Qatar, Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, has no intention of parting ways with his marquee player in the coming months. It's totally unimaginable for him to leave the club just a year after he joined them, and that too on a lucrative contract. Things have not gone according to plan for Messi, but now that he's finally managed to find the net in Ligue 1, one can expect a change, which means that the veteran forward might end up respecting his contract at Parc des Princes.